My name's Aidan Hedderman. I hurdle and do pole vault here at Sturgis. I competed in the 110s at Howard Wood, and I won them, and I was just flabbergasted by it, really. And coming out of the blocks, he had me beat the guy in lane 4 from Kindred, North Dakota. And then I slowly started catching him around hurdle 4 or 5. Then he hit a hurdle, and it was just boom-tastic because then I got a lead, and I passed him, and then just ran away with it.
I'm Tyler Petrocco. I'm a sophomore at Sturgis, and I run the distance events, mostly anything from the 800 up to the 2 mile, and just got back from a busy weekend down in Sioux Falls at Howard Wood. I ran the 4x8, and our team ended up running the season's best. I split a PR as well. Came out about a second shy of a medal in that race, so that was unfortunate. But then later that night, I had the 3200, and then me and my teammate Darren were both able to break the 10-minute barrier. I think that was the first time in school history 2 kids from Sturgis had broken it in the same race, so that was cool to kind of share that moment with him. And then the next day, I came back and had the 1600. I was feeling pretty sore, but I was able to snag my 3rd PR. I ran 4:36 for that, I think, which was a small PR, but a pretty good race. It's always fun to go down to a big meet like that, and just kind of the atmosphere is different and have a lot more competition. It's definitely a good place to run a PR.
Hi, I'm Lucy Hamer, and I ran the 4x8 and the distance medley relay at Howard Wood. Overall, it was a really good weekend. The weather was really nice, and we medaled in both the 4x8, we got 8th, and also the distance medley relay, we got 7th, so it's very nice.
Ward Anderson, the horizontal jumps coach here at Sturgis Brown High School. A little bit about the weekend, the O'Gorman Howard Wood. We had 2 girls participate in Howard Wood, Rachel Banks and Avery Marler. Both of those girls did long jump, and then Rachel was in there for triple jump too. Not as good as I think we all would have liked for long jump. Like 15.8 I think is what Avery went, and then Rachel went like 15.5 or 15.6. But you have those days, I think, in the jumps. I think everybody knows that. Sometimes you jump far and sometimes it's kind of mid-distance. And then Rachel went 33.8 in the triple jump. But it was it's good to be there and get that experience, and see some of those other kids from all over in surrounding areas that jump really well and are consistent with it. So it was good for those girls to see that. And then at O'Gorman, we actually performed pretty well in the girls. We had Danica DeShock, Charlotte Felstad, those 2 girls PR'd, and then Sullivan Jost PR'd in triple jump for boys. So overall, a good weekend, solid. Had good weather, so that was nice. I'm glad we didn't get rained on or lightning out. So overall, solid weekend, and then looking forward to conference this week.
We're at Woodall Field in Sturgis visiting with their head track and field coach Blake Proefrock to talk about Howard Wood.
Yeah, that's appreciate you being here. It was a good one. It was fun. We were kind of worried about the weather going there, and you just look at the forecast, and it wasn't supposed to be good. It wasn't supposed to be good either day, and there was a chance of rain and whatnot, and there was nothing. It was beautiful. This is a slight breeze, but we never had anything. Nothing slowed us down, and nothing really to complain about at all. So it's a great day. We went out there, and we kind of had split our squad up a little bit on the first day. We had some kids go to O'Gorman and compete over there. The O'Gorman invite, and then the first day they're at Howard Wood, and so between the whole weekend it was a lot of kids, a lot of competition, and a lot of good performances. So but we had a lot of good things, a lot of personal bests. The highlight of the whole thing I guess would have to be Aidan Hedderman. He was the champion in the 110 hurdles, and so that kid's worked really hard, and it paid off. That's maybe one of the most difficult races. Everybody can say this and that, but in that competition, in a meet like Howard Wood, to win that, you gotta run that 3 times. You got a prelims, you got the semis, and you got the finals, and essentially you got to have 3 perfect races, just about to be the champion, and he did that. And so, kudos to him, and hats off to him, and all the hard work that that he puts in, and so that's definitely the highlight. But we had a lot of other good performances. Say on the girls' side, we had 6 different relays in, 4x1, 4x2, 4x4, 4x8 medley, and then we ran the DMR for the first time, and 4 of those relays all medaled, 4 of those 6, and so that's pretty good. We wished for some a little better times in a few of them, but it was still to medal there is an accomplishment. All the different states and all the teams, and classification. It's hard to do. So it's hard to complain about that. And the 2 that didn't medal set season best times. So it's like they were running fast. So those 2 they did that, and they're comprised of quite a few of the same 6-7 girls or whatnot. So we obviously have a really good core group of girls there. And they've been around, they're kids that have been around, 4 or 5 years, I think 2 of them 6 years, they started almost in 7th grade, they came up. So, those kids, like a senior, like Sawyer Dennis, she's been around a long time, and, and still competing at, the very best, highest level. So, we had that, boys side again, we had 2 distance kids, 2 of our boys 2-milers, Ty Petrocco, Darren Graff. They both ran under 10 minutes, and that's the first time Ty has done that. Darren, I think, placed 9th last year at state in the 2-mile. So he's done it, but it was the first time this season for both of them, and who knows? Coach Peterson does an awesome job, obviously, with our distance kids, and like he said, maybe that's the first time for sure at Howard Wood he's had two kids that had run that fast in the same race. So we had a lot of good things, and it was a good experience for all the kids, and we had other individuals run. Iris Zilstra, she ran the open 400, ran really well. We had other good hurdle performances. Ireland Nacy ran the 100 hurdles, personal best. Killinger, she ran the hundreds and the 300s, and so there's really too many to really remember and account, but kind of the highlights were definitely the overall relay performances. Boys DMR placed and medaled, so yeah, it was a great weekend.
All right, Coach, it was great to visit with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Always appreciate you guys coming out.